Spike's RT blog date May 31st, 2013. Alright, I have just rendered my video for my next Dragon's Den, so it is coming up. So just hang in there. As soon as I upload this video, I will upload the Dragon's Den right along with it. Now, I had saw a commercial not too long ago that's going to be airing on National Geographic called Taboo USA. They're going to be talking about furries in an episode that's about secret passions. And they're following around one in particular, Boomer the dog, which yeah, I am very familiar with. And you probably remember one of my past Anthrocon videos. I spoke with him a couple of years ago. And I've looked at a preview of the episode, and so far I don't like it. Because while it does say that most do not wear costumes every day, it just gives the perception that we take it over the top. It's going to be airing on June 4th, which is about, as a matter of fact, 4 days from now. When is it going to air? 10 p.m. Eastern. So, if you want to watch it, check it out, see how it is, go ahead. I might watch it myself. But so far, I am not a fan of what might be coming up. Who knows, it might surprise me, but we will see. Wastelander Panda has released 3 of their episodes online. They give a glimpse into the life of a vast wasteland that's inhabited by humans and the occasional anthropomorphic animal. The characters include a human named Rose, panda brothers Isaac and Achias, and a bison named Akira. Now, they are discontinuous videos. You have to read a backstory to understand what is going on. And so they'll hope it'll extend into a web or television series. I haven't watched any of them yet, but yeah, if you want to check it out, I believe it's on. Yeah, they have their own website, wastelanderpanda.com. So if you want to take a look at that, there's the website. The Anthropomorphic Research Project has now released their survey that they did at Furry Fiesta 2013, which was taken by 455 furs. They're surveyed on several things: porn, fantasy, pets, politics, and bronies. And after seeing it, you guys are some sick bastards. 78% of females view furry porn. As far as males, 96%. Both groups underestimated both figures of what they thought by about 8 to 12%. Increasing furriness is currently showing a tendency to use fantasy for purposes like escapism, but did not indicate blurring of reality or inability to have fun, self-motivate, fulfill needs, socialize, or cope with problems without fantasy. And as they look deeper into porn, females have less sexual role play, owned less pornography, and viewed it less frequently, and felt that it had less influence on their joining the fandom. They also saw it as more openly discussed within the fandom. They overestimated the positivity that both male and female furs towards furry porn. Males tend to be either positive or mixed, while over 20% of females had a negative view. As far as what furries prefer, 51% of furries preferred porn over general furry artwork, so approximately 50-50. 17% had the opposite view. Approximately 55% saw non-furry pornography in a negative light. Now, I'm trying to get my mind around that. And some males only view furry porn. Non-brony furs rated bronies less positively than furries or non-furs. Bronies had 50%, non-furs 61%, and furries 79%. So that may be a topic I need to bring in on my next Dragon's Den about bronies. So why is it that the bronies don't have that much positive light than furries? That's a topic I might consider doing. As far as social matters, furries are very liberal, which doesn't surprise me. As far as economics, they're more moderate. Therians anthropomorphize animals more than non-Therian furs. And those strongly identifying as furries gave human characteristics to both regular and stuffed animals. And on top of that, half of those participating chose to join a 3-year longitudinal study. So we will see what happens with that. Now, there has been some new conventions that have been appearing. I've already mentioned about Furthermore. What was the other one? I don't remember. But one of the new ones was Furlandia, which is held in Portland, Oregon. And there's been some controversy that's been coming out of there. There has been word that MTV had appeared. As far as everyone knowing about it, it became a disaster because it was not communicated to them until the opening ceremonies. Only 270 had showed up, and over $1,000 was donated to their charity, which was a Paul team. But what the controversy came from is that it came from MTV. And you know how much the furries donated? $6. That's it. What the hell, man? So this is one of the things. There were some more problems along with them. There was also word that even though the convention was going for the standard 3 days, they made a last-minute announcement that the dance would only occur on Friday, and the dealer's den would not be opened. And a source says it was because that there was no way to identify minors. Really, guys? Now, I know that a lot of you don't really see. Who turns out I know it would sound obvious, but normally conventions put a different color badge in order to identify who's a minor. And on top of that, the dealer's den was also at times left unguarded, so people could go in and out without having a con badge. So. And as far as the MTV, as far as the MTV stuff, some have been trying. So some of the congoers have been trying to convince them to get them out, but it seems that they were following around the head of public relations for Furlandia, and what was this guy's name? I know they mentioned it in there. I just forgot who it was. But he went to his Fur Affinity journal and tried to defend himself, saying that it was only about the behind the scenes stuff of what he does, and he laid down some rules for them. So how I view this is that this is a high stakes gamble, because Viacom, who owns MTV, they're no stranger to us. They have made documentaries in the past about furries, but they were disastrous. A couple of the most controversial ones was Sex 2K. Of course, CSI, everybody knows what that is. And ever since then, Viacom has been trying to get another documentary in, but cons have been turning them down, not surprisingly, for good reason. Now, so they managed to get a con in because they were following this guy around. So, two outcomes could come from this. Either the documentary actually turns out good, which I personally doubt, because I have absolutely no trust with them at all. Which Furlandia should understand that we have no trust with Viacom after what they did years ago. So it's either they actually make a good documentary, possibly get our trust back, which I don't think is going to happen. And the other possibility is it turns out bad just like they did in the past, and he ruins his reputation and possibly gets Furlandia down the drain. So, this is pretty much a high-stakes gamble of what he is doing. There was another thing about Furlandia. They said some guy called Seabay, which they let him in the convention. That person, I don't know who he is. Give me a second to look up who he is. But there's been some outrage over this guy's appearance. Let's see. Oh, it seems that he had some controversy himself. He's done some uncivil stuff with other fan members, such as illegal distribution of copyrighted works. He's been banned by a few cons, such as which ones do we have here? They say further confusion, all for fun. Who else? Yes, so, even Anthrocon has banned him. They have put him on something called the Omega list, which is something I never heard of. So, I personally do not know, what is going to, because, this information I just got. So, obviously, pretty much nobody's happy with Furlandia with what's going on. So there's a lot of controversy going on. Are they slated to come back? They are slated to come back next year, but I have a feeling that it's not going to turn out so well after what has been going on, because now they got a bad reputation. So we will see what happens. Moving aside from that, we do have some cons coming in June, but it won't be till the later half. On June 15th to the 16th, Bunfur, which will be held in Bundaberg, Australia. June 20th to the 23rd will be Burlicon, held in Berlin, Germany. Camp Fur, which will be held in British Columbia from the 20th to the 23rd. Sesfur from the 27th to the 30th being held in the Czech Republic. DuckCon from the 28th to the 30th will be held in Chicago. And the Cologne Fur Dance on June 29th, held in Cologne, Germany. Alright, so that's pretty much it. And as soon as I get this up and running, I will upload my Dragon's Den video. SpikeFab logging out.